Hello and welcome to Spirit Forest. I am doing another winter challenge. I'm putting my boots on right now. And we just had a snowstorm come through. And now it's time for me to go shovel the driveway. The snowplow has decided to pile the snow next to my driveway. Yay! So, let's get started. I am doing another winter challenge, and if you see here, I got my snowshoes on because, and I'm sorry for the angle of the camera, but like this is what I'm gonna have to, I have to park my car here. It's illegal to park it on the street, which is where I have it right now. So I'm gonna go get my snow shovel and find a spot to park my car. Now, I did call a guy to see if he could come out here and plow for me, but he wasn't doing it, and the other guy's been busy, so, and cost a lot just to plow just a little spot. But you'll see, we have a ton of, we got a ton of snow here today. I love it. So I do plan on camping tonight. That is, of course, depends on if I can get my car parked. I got to remain calm, and because I'm going to be sweating a lot. That's a lot of work to remove all that snow just for my car to park there. And I'm going to do the absolute minimum that I can have to do. I got my waders on right now because I knew this was going to be deep. Even with my snowshoes, I'm falling in it. Okay, let's get this going. I'm going to start shoveling. You guys want to see my deck? There we go. There's the deck. And I'll probably do the absolute minimum in regards to shoveling, because it's a lot of work. Lots and lots of work. Okay, let's get this going, and I'll see you in a bit. Hey, thanks for watching my video. I just want to do a little quick promotion because I keep forgetting to do that. I have shirts. This is my new design shirt. It says Viking on it. Spirit Forest, Colorado. It has letters down here at the bottom. The letters at the bottom say Spirit Forest, and actually I changed the design a little bit since this one came out, but it has a little Spirit Forest bear right over here. So go get your Viking shirt. I also have other shirts there. I have just the paw logo shirts. I got hoodies, sweatshirts, buttons, mugs. I have a whole bunch of stuff there. Go there and check it out. Here's another design. This is the design from last year. It was my daughter and I that did that. A lot of the proceeds goes to Wilderness on Wheels. I'm trying to raise $500 for Wilderness on Wheels. That is people who can't hike. It gives them an opportunity to, in their wheelchair, hike on a boardwalk a mile up here in Colorado. Lots of fun. So hope you guys go to it and purchase some Spirit Forest wear. Website is spiritforestbear.com. Hope to see you there. Okay, I'm packing it down a bit so that way I have a path and I don't have to put my snowshoes on every time I go to my car. So I'm just kind of working on packing it down and making my little path. Okay. Believe it or not, it's 5 degrees outside. And I could be wearing a bathing suit. I'm so hot. But it did stop a lot. But that took about an hour to shovel that out. Let me show you. Yeah, that was about an hour. I brought to some dirt spots in case I need to get dirt. In case I get stuck. I know it doesn't look like much in the camera, but what happens is right here, it dips down a little bit. So anytime I found a rock or something, kind of threw it in that area, thinking my back tires will be over there. So I think I'm think I'm good. I'm out of the road enough. The guy that I asked if he could plow it would be $60 for that. And I don't got that. I was thinking like 20 bucks. Like 20 bucks. Come out here, takes them like maybe 10 minutes. Maybe 10 minutes to do it. But they have minimums and I understand that. Okay. So I'm gonna back my car and see how it goes. Wish me luck. So I backed it in, or I made the spot just perfect size. It was funny, this guy drove by. He had a plow on the front of his car. He just waved at me. I'm like, come on, dude, just give me 5 minutes of your time. 5. But she won't get stuck. She'll be good. I backed her out, pulled her forward, backed her out, pulled her forward. She's good. So the thing I didn't think about is opening the doors. All my stuff's in the back seat instead of in the trunk area. So I'm gonna have to pack it around the car, shove a little bit around the car so that way I can get in. But I'm almost there. I'm almost there. So I dug out the side so I can get through. The nice man with the plow just came by and he's like, hey, I was gonna help you out and widen the road for you a little bit on my way back, but I was too fast. So he's like, you're camping? I got his phone number so that way next time I come out here and if it's really bad, I'm gonna call him. But he did say his rates are 65 bucks and I'm like, just for this? But I didn't go into detail. I didn't negotiate. I was just happy that I found someone with a plow. Okay, I'm gonna have to tackle the deck right now. I'm gonna shovel the deck a bit. And so I got my little wagon there. Maybe I bring something down too. Yeah. I'm excited. It's snowing. Do you see it? It's snowing. It's a little flurrying. It's flurrying. Let's start this adventure, huh? Okay. I know this thing's gonna hit me in the back. It's a hill on my driveway. I think even if I plowed my driveway, I still would have problems because it is such a big hill. Oh. You almost saw me fall. Let's not do that. Oh, shoot. Oh, I gotta go get that. Okay, I'm gonna see you guys at the deck. Let's see you at the deck. This is hard to hold all this stuff. How's that guy do it? What's his, Les Stroud? Is that his name? Where he films and does this stuff at the same time? How does he do it? How does he hold the camera? Or does he just put it on a tripod the whole time? I'm just giving you like face shots. Tent weighs about 30-some pounds. Okay, I'll see you guys at the tent. Okay, made it to the tent, or the deck that is. The tent's not up yet. There's a lot of snow. It's probably the most amount of snow I've seen here. Pretty fun. My battery already? This is kind of funny. I've only been using this camera for a little bit. My battery's almost dead. Yay! just fogging up a little. Okay, I'm gonna set up my tent. You guys have seen it in another video. If you haven't seen another video, go check out that video. This is my second time in the tent. I'm not gonna film every time coming out here because sometimes I just wanna come out here and enjoy. But this second time I'm coming out here to film, I had a lot of people giving me a lot of advice regarding my tent and what to do. And so I kind of feel like I need to talk a little bit more about my tent so that you guys kind of understand why it is I did what I did and why I built it the way that I did. So I'm gonna get the tent up and then I'm gonna start talking about it a little bit. Now again, it's a 60% chance of snow. It's flurrying right now. I don't know if a storm is coming. So I'm gonna quickly set this thing up. If you guys want to see how I set it up in the past video, check that out. I'm not going to record a lot of it this time. Basically all I do is I just bring the canvas over the ridgepole right here, and then I hook it to the sides. I do want to show something because some of you guys talked about the tent sagging. So let me show you something. Here, come with me. Okay, so I put these kind of, I don't know, I'm calling them crossbars for right now for the lack of a better word. I put these here, they're paracord. I'm going to tighten it up before I put the canvas over it so it ends up being really, really tight. That makes it so that the canvas doesn't fall on me if the snow load gets really high. You know, you never know. The weatherman has been wrong. Also, so it doesn't fold onto my stove, which I will be setting up a stove over here on this side. I am going to rig something else up over here. I'm going to tie a paracord from here to here to kind of secure these doors down so that the wind comes, it doesn't blow on the stove like it did in my last video. So I'm going to fix that issue. But I wanted you guys to see this because you might not have seen these in the last video. There were some modifications we had to make to the tent due to time and due to effort. My mom worked so hard on this tent, you guys. She worked so hard. She thought it was going to take her like 2 hours. She was working on this tent for 5 days. Some of it, a lot was sewing machine issues, but she worked really hard on it. So we had to drop some things that we wanted to put on the tent, and you guys noticed that. So, and I will talk about it once I have the tent up. So let me get this tent up. Again, I'm not going to film that part. You want to see that? Check out my first video. I think it's season 3, episode number 2. My show, Putting Up the Tent. Okay, see you in a bit. So I got my backpack on, and just in case you're wondering why I bring my backpack on this, is that I'm actually training to go backpacking in the wintertime. And I want to know what kind of gear I need. And I'm doing it on my own property, and my car's just right up the hill here. But you got to start somewhere, right? And that's kind of what I'm doing. So I'm working my way down my driveway, and what's that? Hold on, we gotta check. Oh, this thing's totally gonna fall over, isn't it? Quit it. Stop leaning. Stop leaning. Go straight. There we go. Put this thing in park. Something's going on over here. I don't have my snowshoes on. Woo, woo! That's some deep snow. Whoa! And I still have my backpack on. So, holy moly! You see this? Do you see? I need my snowshoes. Still, oh, it's good training, right? I'm training for this. I need my snowshoes. I'll go down on my driveway. Woo! Okay, I see something and I want to check it out. I didn't see it. here before. So my backpack probably weighs about 50 pounds, would be my guess. Maybe 45, I might be exaggerating. Maybe 45. I got a lot of water in it, which I don't have. I have a lot, but I don't have enough. So I am going to melt some snow for water. Oh, you guys, check this out. Uh-oh. This just happened. Make sure you have a four-wheel drive car. I'm guessing this person got help. Look at his wheels off the snow. There, you see my car? You see the tracks? Why did they go in the gutter? I don't think I need to back up my car anymore. I think she's good. So, they did turn about here. Do you see it? So this is what I'm pointing at, is the right wheel, and they just kind of went off the road. It was almost like they weren't even paying attention. Huh, and that was just right here. I mean, I was right there, I didn't even hear it. I heard a car door shut. They must have had somebody traveling with them. Okay. We'll work our way back down to my cot. Oh. Yeah, Colorado snow's not kidding, dude. It can be slippery stuff. Okay, working my way down to where I left my cot, and then we'll get back to my tent. I wasn't really that far away from it. I feel bad because I would have tried to help or something. Looks like they probably already got help though. Okay. Always an adventure in the winter. So when I say I want to go backpacking in Colorado, some people go like hut to hut, where they'll snowshoe from one hut to another. I don't know if that's something I want to do. I don't mind snowshoeing, don't get me wrong, but after a while, those snowshoes drive me nuts. You know, I can probably go like 3 miles or so in snowshoes. Oh, it's tilting again. Come on. Oh, it's so much effort too. So much effort just to walk in snow. Okay. I'd probably go 3 miles and then I'd call it quits and set up my camp. I'm just being honest. I'm not one to do 8-mile treks into the wilderness in the wintertime. It's not my goal. I just want to be able to be in the wilderness, and I'm telling you, I had to breathe. Whew. And my tripod. Okay, there's altitude here. I am at like 9,700 feet above sea level. But yeah, I just want to camp in the winter to say I've done it. You know, I need another tent. I'm not bringing my Viking tent to go winter camping. This is just fun for my deck, and it's fun, you know. But I will need to get a winter tent at some point whenever I decide to go out. I don't know if it'll be anytime soon. I don't know. I don't really have a goal in regards to timing on that. I'm just constantly testing myself to kind of see what I would need in my pack. Okay, I'm going to put my backpack inside the tent. I'm gonna go over the canvas part of the tent. I'm gonna explain some things that we've done. I'm gonna show you some clips of my mom sewing. I did, oh, can I get it? Look at, I'm standing. I'm 5'6", maybe 5'5". Okay, let me take this backpack off and let's talk about the tent a little bit. You guys have a lot of questions regarding my tent, so I'm gonna go in detail on my tent. Well, the canvas works really well. I was thinking about doing some tarps, just tarps only, but I felt that the canvas was really what it's that more authentic kind of feel to it. I went out and I bought the canvas. I'm gonna tell you where I bought the canvas. What is it? Itsby? I always say it wrong. Itsby? It's where there's like kind of more mom and pop shops. I really try to get as much USA made items as possible. And so that's where I bought this. Now I called probably like 6 companies. I was trying to get one to donate some canvas to me. It was actually a lot more work than I thought it was going to be to get someone to donate. I said I was going to plug them on my video, and they weren't about that. They didn't understand what a Viking tent was and what I was trying to do, and the process was going too long, and I wanted to get this thing done so I can have the tent up in the wintertime. So I found this company, messaged them, and they messaged me back, and it's actually made for like teepees. And I don't know if they say tent on their thing, but they say teepees on it. And I'll put a link below if it's something that you're interested in making your own canvas tent. It is a fun adventure. Make sure you have a good sewing machine, let me tell you. I'm sure my mom would say that as well. She went through 3 sewing machines, I think, putting this tent together. It's pretty thick. I don't remember because I'm out here and I didn't write any of that down, but I will put down all the specs of the thickness of the canvas. I have poured water on the canvas and I've seen it pill up and drip off. Also, when I had my stove lit in my tent and it was really warm, I saw the water on the outside of the tent because it was snowing at the time. I saw it drip off the tent, so that was really nice to see that. I think in the springtime I might put a little tarp over parts of it at least to try to keep it a little bit more safe, or safe meaning less mold on it possibly, and then air it out when the storm passes. Okay, so let's talk about some of the parts of the tent and why we did what we did. I'm gonna fold this over. Okay, one of the questions I got asked is, why do I have 2 doors? Why would someone put 2 doors in the tent? Because then you have more leakage of air coming into the tent. I wanted 2 doors because this tent is not only going to be up in the wintertime, I'm actually thinking of putting it in the springtime in a spot here at Spirit Forest. And so it might be a kind of a nice place just to hang out in the springtime as well. So that is why I have 2 doors. This is not just going to be a winter tent. Okay, so we have these little loops so that I can tie things on, and it overlaps. So you'll see here, this loop will go here and this overlaps. I also have at the top here some nice Velcro. That's an idea of my mom. She randomly just put that on there. I did not tell her that idea. I drew this all out for my mom of what I wanted, and it was really nice because she has such great experience in sewing. She had her own ideas that we used. Now my goal is just to get some carabiners to clip them on. I bought like 30 some carabiners for this tent, and I just didn't have enough yet, and I will buy some more. Okay, some of the things that we, because you guys have noticed as well, some of the things that we had to take off our list was over here. I was going to put some more loops, which would bring the tent up. You see how far up it is? Because I would tie it to this wooden beam. So that would be tied up and it would go down. So you wouldn't see as much sagging. That was on the list to do. We ran out of time. So that's why you see that kind of sagging. I do have some safety pins that I bought because I don't sew. Mom was in town for about a week, and in fact I think she even stayed longer to help out with this tent. And I really truly appreciate it. Thank you, Mom. And next time she comes out, she's mentioned that she'll make the tweaks to the tent that I would like. And again, would be some loops on the side here to bring it out some more instead of having it sag. It's one of the other reasons why I put that cross, the strings that go in across there too. So one of the other things that we had to take out on our plan as well is that I was going to have some other loops here to tie onto the tent that would tie onto this, which again would bring the tent out some more and it wouldn't be laying down. So you guys notice that it does sag a little bit, and that is why I am fully aware it was going to do that when we started making it, and we had to make some changes to it. But you know, it's a work in progress. This is not done. I can put it up next year, you know. I've been in a storm with this tent and it did really well, you know, but yeah, being tied on to this would be better. It would be. So that's one of the things that that we had to take off. Let's see what else. This was my mom's idea, so it made the tent a little bit heavier, but she did a double, this is double thick. I don't know what other word. I always forget words, you guys. If you know me, you know I'm always lost for words. But she basically folded it on itself right up here, so that's where the majority of the wetness will probably end up happening. And so she did double the amount of fabric at the top, which you could see, which is actually really nice when I put it up. You can see how dark it is compared to the other parts of the tent. So I know exactly where the ridge pole goes when I'm putting up the tent. It makes it a lot faster for me as well. Let's see what else. Now, oh, let me show you. Oh, that's left over from, sorry. Okay, on the outside, my mom, and I'm sure she has a name for this and I just don't know the name, she folded it multiple times so that when the rain comes off, it drips off and continues down rather than having the fold on the other side. So, and I will again show you some clips here of my mom folding this or sewing this tent up. She has done such a wonderful job. Okay, down here, I still got some tweaks to do today. I'm gonna tweak, I gotta put that on and stuff. I got some more things I gotta do. I want to get the stove going here soon. It is 5 degrees outside. Okay, that is all the carabiners. That's the 30-some carabiners I bought. Made it a lot faster the second go around. Took me about, well, I snow shoveled too. Maybe an hour to put up the tent. It is a bit of a workout because it does weigh like 30 pounds for you guys. Probably not as much as a workout, but for me it's a bit of a workout. And then you'll see on the other side here that I have some more. And then over there, zoom in. Are you zooming? There you go. There's like a missing one up there somewhere. So it's not 100% together, but I'm hoping to get out here when there's no snow on the deck too. I told my mom, it was funny. She's like, oh, you gonna go out there when it's snowing? And I was like, no way, Mom. I'm not going out there when it's snowing. Yeah. Okay, inside the tent. Let's look. So you guys talked about a lot in the comments. You guys talked, let me get this thing kind of closed up again. There's that Velcro at the top. And again, I don't have those things fastened together, but I will. You talked about putting snow on the sides of the tent to make it so it's more insulated. Well, if you look here, and I'm making it really obvious, and this was a good idea too, the tent folds in about, what is that, like 2.5 feet, something like that. It folds in, and so there is no air on the sides of the tent. The only way the air is coming in is on the doors. Kind of wish the doors was a little bit longer. I might make that modification, but you'll see it is on both sides here. But that is all the extra fabric on the sides there. I had extra fabric, so my mom decided to use it there. It did, again, make the tent a little heavier, but I think it was totally worth it. So here, this is what I bought. This was, I bought this at Colorado Cylinder. I think you can go, I put a link on a lot of my videos. I'll put a link on this one somewhere to Colorado Cylinder. I bought this at Colorado Cylinder, this kind of fabric stuff. And we sewed this on the outside, which, see, I don't know, can I? Yeah, there's a lot of snow. Okay. On the outside here, what my mom has also done, she's put some more Velcro up here, so that if I wanted to like leave for a bit and take the stove pipe out, that I have a cover, and so it keeps the inside dry. I don't know if I'll use that, but you never know. It's nice to have. So what my problem was, let's see, getting back in the tent. This is obviously where my stove goes. So what was happening is I was in a storm at night, or windstorm basically, and the wind would blow this thing, and it was tied together, but it would blow it onto the stove, like literally onto the stove, and it would be laying on the stove. I knew my mom would be pissed off if I burnt this tent. So today, and for tonight, and I will be testing it, I'm gonna put another string going from here to here to prevent that from bowing into the stove. Yeah, so I'm just kind of showing you guys, giving you kind of idea. There is some airflow down the bottom there. I thought about bringing some snow in and kind of just packing it right on the tent. At least on that side I can do that. I'll be walking in and out on this side. You'll see this one's hitting the floor. I don't know, maybe I don't have it moved right. Like this corner's pretty good over there. There's definitely some airflow, but I do want to see how hot I can get this tent. And that I want to test it out. But it's always a fun challenge. Last year, if you saw my videos, I didn't have a tent at all. I was sleeping on the ground underneath a tree. Now there wasn't any snow at that point, but it was the same time of year, and I was just sleeping on the ground. So this is kind of a nice little upgrade for me. So my next project here is to get my stove inside there, also get my cot set up. I'm going to start working on that. I might film some of it, so stay tuned. Still stay on. Don't leave me yet. We haven't even started. The adventure hasn't even started yet. So those of you that helped me out with my stove damper issue, I want to thank you for all the suggestions. I fixed it, and see, I had to reach my hand in there and I fixed it. You know what it was? I thought about this one comment I got, and I can't remember who made the comment, so sorry. But it was you, thank you. Because I think it was only like one or maybe two people that said this. Was the spring on the outside. If I just enlarged that a little bit, it would create more tension. So when I turned my damper, it would stay in one spot. And they were right. And that was easy. And that was like the easiest thing to fix. So I was like, you know what? Easiest way to fix it, and so that's why I use that one. So let's get this stove up and get some wood in it. It's starting to snow a little harder, which is good. Perfect timing. I got my tent mostly up. So it does go above my tent. I don't know if you could tell. It does go above. I could add another layer to it just to protect my tent a little bit. But on my list, things I need to do. I had it going the whole time I was here last time, so it should be just fine. I'm not worried about it. I want to show you my bunk bed, or I call it a bunk bed because it's part of a bunk bed. If you see my videos from last year inside the tent, this is what my kids sleep on. I like bringing it because it brings me up a level to where the fire's at and keeps me warm. So I really like this cot. It's a bit heavy. I could go with a more lightweight cot, you know, bringing it out here every time. But I don't like, why buy something if I already got something that will work. It's kind of nice. It comes in all these little parts and stuff. I'm going to show you it. And then I'm going to put on fast forward as I put this thing together. So I got the cot all nicely set up now. It's not a necessity to have, but it's a nice to have. It's a luxury of being out here. And it really doesn't take that much energy to do it. It takes about 5 minutes. It's a little heavy. Again, I wouldn't use this for backpacking, but I'm not backpacking, so I'm going to use it. Keeps me off the ground, keeps me closer to my fire. I can sit on it really nice. I like that. And this alone is not all the insulation I need. I also have a foam, like a pad that I'm going to put down. I have a wool blanket that I keep here that I'll be putting down here as well. And that keeps me still cold from the ground, because I did try it out last time I was out here. I just tried it out without putting any padding down, and yeah, it was too cold, which is what I figured it was gonna be. I just wanted to see what it was like. So I'm definitely gonna put some padding down on this and that wool blanket. I'm gonna grab some firewood, put some firewood over here, and it looks like those people are going to go get their car. I'm gonna go over there and see if they need my help. I can hear some people getting out of cars and stuff. So I'm going to go check that out too and see if I can help them or if they need any help. Okay, I'll see you guys in a bit. Oh, and I also have a visitor coming over too. So I got to get a fire going. I got a lot of stuff to do. I always got a lot of stuff to do. All part of the adventure too. Okay. So I went up the driveway and went down the street to help them out, digging their car out. And they were already done. They just got here too. Well, you know, that's the thing with those little small cars. They're pretty light. She has a man in her life, and he helped pull her out. So all is good. And they were out within like 5 minutes. I was like, wow. But okay, all good. So I'm going to go through the items in my backpack, but I'm going to do that on a separate video because I think this video again is going to be pretty long. And so I kind of like to divide them up a little bit so you're not getting a whole bunch of 1-hour videos. So I'm going to go through this backpack and everything that I bought for this trip. Stay tuned for that video. If you want to see something like that, subscribe, hit the little bell icon. You'll get an alert of when I post that video. Okay, so I kept getting asked about this Vaseline and cotton balls. It was crazy on my last camping video. So here you go. I put some Vaseline inside there. I don't even know if you can see it, but I'm just going to show you. I've done this multiple times. I'm fully aware of this, how this works. I'm just going to light it up. I got myself a little kind of teepee in there. I got some wood on the side over here. I got some dirty hands. It's all good. It's all part of the adventure, like I say. So we're going to light this one up. I'm going to open my damper right now. Now that I can open it, which is nice. Okay. Let's get it going. Get her going. I'm always thinking I'm going to hit the... Okay, come on. There we go. You see her? The Vaseline, just so you know, it makes it last a little longer. I do a lot of times keep cotton balls handy, but having that Vaseline on there makes it go a little bit better. And you notice this time when I'm using my fire rod, I like trying different ways to light a fire, whether it be flint and steel. I've done flint and steel recently. I'm going to feed this guy because it is so wet here because of the snow. I'm just going to constantly feed this guy for right now. I can get a for sure fire. My visitor is going to be here like any minute. So I was really trying to get a fire before they come. Keep them warm. Maybe make them some tea. I got some berry tea. Not everybody likes berry tea. But I do. Okay. We're going to have a for sure thing here. I know it. You see that cotton ball still going? You see that? It's pretty nice. Again, I have a lot of wet wood. The snow is everywhere. It just snowed, so all the branches. I bet it's still a good snap. Still hearing a good snap here. Little bit. What's the name of the stove? It's so tiny. I'm just trying to get stuff in her. Come on, baby. Oh, there she goes. And she's going. Okay. Let's get this snow off the door, huh? I love the sound of a fire. This is nice. Okay, we're going to shut this up. Oh, I can't. Door's frozen. It will heat up fast. I'm going to get going. Get this tent to be nice and warm. Maybe clean my hands a little bit. Start melting some snow. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. My visitor's going to be here. Do I have soot all over my face? I always think I do have soot. It's all over my hands. It's all part of the adventure. They'll be like, yeah, she's a true wilderness girl. So I don't know how long my visitor's going to be here, but as soon as they leave, I'll turn the camera back on. So I'll see you guys in a bit. It is nice and toasty in my tent. My visitor came and left, and now it was getting a bit chilly, so I put some more wood on, and now I'm going to make some tea. What kind of tea do you like? I like the berry teas, like the raspberry tea, peach tea. I like all those kind of teas. I know I brought tea. It's always at the bottom of the bag what you need, right? Let's see what I brought. I brought a black cherry tea and a blueberry tea. Here's the blueberry one, if it focuses. Blueberry, celestial seasoning. They're actually located here in Colorado. I've mentioned before in another video, but you can get a tour to these guys. It's real. Come on, Canon. Come on. There we go. I think I'm gonna go blueberry. My snow is melting really good, so I'm gonna have enough snow. What I'm doing is I'm melting snow so I can put it in that little, what is it? This thing. I'm gonna put it in this thing. I don't know if I showed you guys. I showed it on the other video. I got this from a subscriber. Look, it looks like a little sweater. And it has, this is something I wouldn't normally buy, but you just pour water in there and it stays warm with its own little sweater, and you stick it in your sleeping bag. So I'm in the process of melting a bunch of snow that I'm going to stick in here. If you hear it in the background, the snow, or the water, is starting to boil, which means I need to add more snow to it. And I will do that shortly, but I'm going to add some tea first. I brought my little teapot. Do you guys remember that teapot? I bet that teapot's really hot right now too. Let me grab my glove. I'm going to do a video on the fan. I got asked a lot of questions regarding this fan. It's totally worth it. So I am going to do a video on that fan. So stay tuned for that. There we go. I got my tea brewing. And it's so good that the blueberry one's one of my favorites. It's like drinking a blueberry muffin. It truly is. It's a really good one. Okay. I'm going to take you guys along with me. I got to go get some more like tinder. Got to get some more tinder. I got to get some wood in here. I don't have any wood. I went through all the wood when my friend was visiting. So I'm hoping the fire stays lit. It's pretty good. You see it? It's getting a little smoky. It's a little smoky. Oh yeah. It snowed again. Well, my friend was here, and so there's snow all over the side of my tent. But because it's so warm in here, it is really warm. I got new stuff to show you guys that I got for my birthday, but I didn't bring my first time around. I have to show it to you. Okay, let me get organized. I'll show you the thing that's for my stove. I got something for my stove. I'm going to show that to you later. Let's get outside. Let's get some wood. Let's get some more tinder, so in case it goes out, I can start a fire again. I'm going to show you, in Colorado, it's really hard to find tinder in the wintertime, so I'm going to show you my trick and what I do. So that's coming up. Okay, my tent is warm, which is nice, very nice. Noticed, I'm grabbing my sled here. Grabbing the sled because we're going to put a bunch of wood and tinder on that. Get us all ready for tonight. Sun's got about another maybe 30 minutes. You guys notice Rocky's not with me today. Yeah, this is not going to be his thing. This winter camping stuff. No, not his thing. So he's going to stay wherever the kids are at. And I think he's happier there, to be honest. So I'm going to show you what I do here in Colorado to get my tinder when there's a foot or a couple feet of snow on the ground. I have spruce on my property and aspen. I mention that a lot. Spruce and aspen. I don't have anything else. A lot of people are like, well, where's your hardwood? Well, I'm in Colorado. Places are different. So I have spruce. Spruce has a lot of dead branches. See that? I could just cut that off. This is pretty good. You're still gonna need a flame to get that going. I'm gonna talk about that. Oh, my sled's all full of snow. That won't be good for my tinder. Okay, so I'm gonna grab a bunch of these. I'm gonna stick it on my, oh, I got it in my eye. I'm gonna stick it on my sled, and then I'm gonna show you the other thing that I do. And this is more of, I always talk about like zeros, ones, twos. That's how I teach how to build a fire in my class. And that's how I'm gonna show you how I do it here in the wintertime. It is a bigger challenge. I can't go get any grass anywhere. There's no grass for me to find. So I gotta use bark, little sticks and branches. Okay, so here's an old aspen log that I cut a long time ago. Long time ago, I mean like 2 years ago. It was so long ago. But on here, you'll see these nice little fine fibers. You see that? Aspen has a lot of that. So aspen is the key to starting a fire. Now this is pretty moist. What I can do is, I'm going to end up just taking this whole piece with me inside the tent. And then I can kind of process it down. Processing it down means that I'm just going to strip it into little tiny pieces. So that way I can stick a match under it. I can do my flint and steel. I can make a tinder bundle with a flint and steel. I could also do a fire rod. And then I'd bunch these all together, make a little nest, and that would be my fire starter, my tinder bundle. And then around this is what I would have all of my spruce sticks would be surrounding this. And that is a for sure fire. In my experience, this is for sure. So in case you're in Colorado and you want to know how to start a fire in the wintertime, go look for a dead aspen. That's the good one. We don't have birch bark here. You see a lot of people with birch bark, and we just don't have it. You can tell that I've been picking off this log for a while. It's getting a little wet in some areas, but I've been picking off this log for a while. So I'm going to grab a bunch of these, and then I will process it in the nice, warm, cozy tent. Now, a little bit, my stove burns out really fast, so I can't leave her for more than like 10 minutes before I have to tend to her fire. That's still good. Okay, I'm going to do this, and I'll see you guys back at the tent.
I woke up in the middle of the night. And I wondered how you're always right. It gets me. I couldn't see what you saw in me. But you showed me how to believe. Still gets me. When I look back, I can see you're hiding, waiting for a moment to step in. And I'll never understand how you saw it coming. Oh, but I will love you for it all. Yeah, I will love you for it all. It is hard to share my thoughts. Ooh. It's like cutting a wound in a bleeding heart. It gets me. But I know that you need it all. Ooh, nah, nah, nah. Just give me some time, 'cause I need to know that you're staying. When I look back, I can see you're hiding, waiting for a moment to step in. And I'll never understand how you saw it coming. Oh, but I will love you for it all. When I look back, I can see you're hiding, waiting for a moment to step in. Oh, and I'll never understand how you saw it coming. Oh, but I will love you for it all. Yeah.